When I was in North Korea, I thought that only white people lived in America.
Got it.
Hello, sir.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Charles.
I was walking away and I was like, I think my biggest question is, what's the perception of America provided to you while you're there as opposed to once you got here?
I see. You know, when I was in North Korea, I thought that only white people lived in America.
Got it.
And then Americans are portrayed, exaggerated as like werewolves, right? Like a long nose, and facial like hairs, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And then that, like North America is trying to invade North Korea, and therefore, like constantly, right? And we have to visit war museums where these American soldiers are coming in and basically torturing North Korean people, dropping babies into the well. Because again, it's a propaganda, right? It's a war propaganda, and that's why we need to protect ourselves from those kind of evil Americans.
Got it. So they're getting you buy-in essentially as to like why America's bad.
Right. Yeah. So prevent that from happening. We have to defend ourselves. Therefore, that's why we're struggling to survive right now, is by just making bullets and missiles instead of providing people with the food, the necessities, right? Like we call it the ration, right? Because like socialist country. I mean, when I came to America, like I came to LAX, and then there, like I thought it's like, wait a minute, this is America? Like Korean people.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are there Korean people everywhere? Like, it's like, think of it as like a salad, right? It's like a multiple different vegetables, like all mixed in together, right? Different cultures, different ethnicity, and different. I mean, I've never thought that I would eat like a Korean food or meet another Korean in America, but.
Well, especially landing in LA, where it's one of the biggest melting pots.
Right.
Like you're seeing
Exactly,
Mexican, you're seeing Korean, you're seeing Chinese, you're seeing Caucasian,
Right.
African American.
Right.
So you're probably shell shocked.
I was just like,
Yeah.
and adjusting was pretty tough too.
How long did it take you to like actually adjust?
I'm still adjusting. I'm still like finding little things like, that's such a culture shock. We never do that.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I found really interesting was like the choices that we have here in America. Like you just walk in the aisles of like grocery stores and you see like toilet papers that are multiple different brands, and different shapes and and sizes, and
like you have a choice to pick like different type.
Right, but that was not given to us.
Okay.
Right, that was something that I was like, whoa. And that's why I struggled the most too, because when I was in North Korea, like I didn't have to make those choices. Like everything is like, oh, survival, that's it.
Right.
Right? But now here in America, like, oh, you can be anything you want except the president of America, because president has to be born here in America, right? I was very disappointed because I couldn't be the president.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So follow up, because on our side of things, we see propaganda too, right? So I've seen like videos or pictures of like grocery stores full of plastic items. Is that accurate? Is that true?
In a way, yes and no.
Okay.
So yes, it is true that North Korea puts up these props of groceries, like apples, for example, right? And they put up like a tropical fruits or even like carrots, right? And I wouldn't personally say that is to maybe to deceive, like tourists or different people. But when I was in North Korea, we don't have like those tropical fruits all year round, or even fresh vegetables all year round, right? So I thought that was for aesthetics.
Got it.
When I was in North Korea, that was for aesthetics, And sometimes like we do put like when we go to like, let's say a funeral or a wedding, like there is like a lot of different food items on the table, but there are some fake food items there too, just to take a picture.
Okay.
Like to take pictures and then just to because we can't afford it, but we want to it's a picture that will last for a long time. So I don't know, maybe that is true, is to deceive, but as a North Korean, when I was looking at it, because I've actually walked through those kind of grocery stores, 상점, it's called grocery stores when I was in North Korea. And I've been walking through, and it's a winter, and I would see a green apple or red apple, like in the window right there. It's like, yeah, I know that's not real, and I know that's fake, but it's just for aesthetics. Maybe, like that's how I thought about it.
Okay.
But that kind of like, when the movie Interview came out, and James Franco went into North Korea, and then actually even before that, when I came to America, looking at the fresh fruits and fresh vegetables all year round, like that was a culture shock too. Because like when I was in North Korea, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Like I've seen pickle form, but I've never seen like the fresh vegetables like that. So I was like, whoa, this is possible. So kind of like making me question. I was like, okay, so what again? Like why?
What was the purpose?
Yeah, what was the purpose of that? So I'm like kind of conflicting, and I still don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe it is to deceive. I will leave that to your interpretation. But as a North Korean, when I was, and again, like I'm not speaking for entire North Korean people, right? It's just my personal experience that I thought that was just for aesthetics, and that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like inside North Korea, growing up in North Korea, what's the overall opinion of Kim Jong-un?
Yeah.
Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it somewhere in the middle?
Yeah. So when I was in North Korea, Kim Jong-un wasn't the dictator yet. Kim Jong-il, his dad.
Okay.
So I escaped North Korea in 2011. But when I was in North Korea, again, trying to think that Kim Jong-il was bad, that's out of the concept. That's you're trying to see something out of your elbow. Right? Because from when you're such a young age, you've been brainwashed by the North Korean regime. Again, like when you can speak or when you can read, the first thing that you have to memorize is Kim Il-sung's birthday, which is like the dear leaders' birthdays, and then their names and their hometowns, like what they did, right? So all of those kind of things. So and years of like believing that,
So it's essentially based on him and him only.
Exactly.
Your existence is basically reflected upon.
Right, because I exist because he exists and he protecting us, right?
Got it. So he's pretty much God. in a way.
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
And that's a really good point too, because Kim Il-sung, he grew up Catholic.
Okay.
And Kim Il-sung's mother, which is Kang Ban-seok, she was a Catholic, and his dad, Kim Il-sung's dad, which is the now like great grandfather of Kim Jong-un, he went to Catholic school when he was that was founded by missionaries in North Korea. And Pyongyang was actually known as the Jerusalem of the East because there were so many Christians back in North Korea. Because of like how Kim Jong like the regime portrays themselves as like this God, right? And again, that's why. So in Bible, I'm not sure if you guys believe in God, but in Bible there is like, I guess
we're
Christians. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. So please pray for North Korea.
We will.
That North Korea would once again become like Jerusalem of the East.
Right.
You guys know about Ten Commandments, right?
Yep.
Yes.
North Korea has something very similar. So in order for you to get into the North Korean Workers' Party, where it allows you to make just a slight of like social climb, like social ladder climb.
Yeah.
And the commandments are just like identical to the Ten Commandments. Like, you shall not don't believe any other god besides.
Right.
Right. Okay. Whereas like in North Korean regime, it's like you should only like believe in the regime.
Right.
And you should put all of your beliefs and with your heart and mind and
Yeah.
So like I would highly recommend you actually go researching it, because it's for me when I realized that, I'm like, this is crazy.
So is there like Christian missionaries that go to? Or, I mean, is anybody allowed to go there? I don't know anything about.
So no, like Right now in 2026, the tourism is closed,
Okay.
so nobody can get into North Korea. But 2024 and 2025, when the tourism was open, like, yes, as a Christian, you can go into North Korea, but you're not allowed to preach nor bring Bibles into North Korea, like physical Bible.
Yeah.
No actual evidence of outside religions or
Right.
anything like
right.
that.
Yeah, you can be Christian.
You just can't talk about it.
You just can't talk about it. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So again, North Korea doesn't have freedom of religion, right? North Korea do say, the state media do say that yes, we do have, churches, temples, and they will show you
Yeah.
of like the churches in the Pyongyang, and people, like a couple of people in the church, praying, or maybe, but those are state sponsored, right? To deceive the tourists. The reason is because in order for you to meet the human rights standards, like you have to provide like those kind of things, like freedom of movement, speech, and also freedom of religion.
Yeah.
And therefore, North Korea is trying to appeal to UN, saying, "Oh yeah, we do have freedom of religion." But
Got
no.
it.
If you were to get captured with a Bible in North Korea, not just you, but your 3 generations will be persecuted. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Despite that, persecuted meaning you will be sent to political prison camp where you will never get out. 3 generations. Like,
So they'll send your kids there too.
yeah. So it's called crime by relation. And there's a book called Escape from Camp 14.
Okay.
That book was written by this guy who was born and raised
Oh my God.
in the political prison camp, and he escaped North Korea when he was 23. He escaped the political prison camp because the only reason why he escaped is because like he never tasted a meat, and then when the fresh inmate came in, and they were talking about the taste of the meat, and he couldn't go to sleep, and that's why he decided to escape. And it's a really good book. You guys should
Escape Camp 14? Or
escape.
Escaping
Yeah, escape from Camp 14.
from Camp
Got it.
14. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll look that.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, we appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for your amazing
I'll
questions.
look at your channel.
Oh yes,
too.
please.
Picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Picture? I grabbed it.